everyone, it's your girl JQ, and I'm here to bring you the behind the scenes at the RAWards ceremony here in Raleigh, North Carolina. What is RAW, you may ask? RAW is an independent arts organization for artists by artists. RAW currently operates in nearly 60 cities across the US, Australia, Canada, and London. I'll be interviewing some of the nominees. I'll be getting some information on how they all got started and how they get here at the RAW event. So stay tuned, it's going to be interesting. I am here with Miss Stephanie Stuhl. She's one of the nominees for the art categories. So I'm going to let her go ahead and explain how did she get into the art and how she got here at the RAW event.
Hi, I'm so honored that you wanted to speak with me. I have been an artist for 10 years. I went to school to be a painter and have just kind of been drawn into the RAW world. I was asked to come and show my work here, and after the first RAW event, I was nominated for Artist of the Year, which is, I'm just so honored.
That is unbelievable.
Thank you.
So how long have you been doing this?
I started painting about 10 years ago when I was in high school. I got put in an art class. I'm an athlete, and I was not happy about it. But I found out I loved it, and I was very good at it, so I stuck with it and even majored in it in college.
And I know there are different areas and categories of art, so what made you want to do this specific area of art?
Okay. Well, I absolutely just love painting. I can make anything out of paint. Drawing is a whole different realm, and you have to erase and all of that, but with paint, you can just paint over your mistakes or keep going, and I love how the paint evolves into something and becomes something of its own that necessarily was not from me, but just kind of an accident, or I just really enjoy that about it.
And I see that with some of your paintings, like right here, you have some pages out of a book. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I love the idea of how the words are out there and they're permanent and they're almost harsh, and there's a juxtaposition to the actual paint that sits there and transforms and becomes something else. The words are just words, so I like to pull in different parts of life and how we write about it and communicate into something that doesn't really need communication like a painting. It's just there to be pretty. It's not there to, tell you the news or anything, but I like to throw that in there and have people think about it.
And how many times do you go over your work? Like, I know you mentioned earlier, sometimes it happens on a mistake, but if you don't like something, how do you like erase all of that and just do it all over again?
I actually do it very often. This painting, for example, looked completely different about 4 weeks ago. I just kind of get ideas, and from work that starts one way, I just paint all over and start over, see something that's interesting in the painting and keep that, but go in a whole different direction with the rest of the painting. I work in washes, which is a lot like watercolor, so my painting's really thin, or my paint is very thin. If you, like in this painting, you can see the gray through the pink, and that's because I really thin my paint so that you can see all the layers of it, and that's just part of the transition into, the difference between reality and dreams, I guess.
And since we're focused on this picture right here, talk a little bit about how did you come up with the concept and the colors?
Absolutely. This painting holds a great deal to me. My dad has leukemia, and when he was first diagnosed, I was very upset. They live in Colorado, I live in North Carolina, so it was kind of as though this is me speaking out about his diagnosis and how it was going to affect me. It's a chemo drip, and I wanted the colors to be that juxtaposition between how fragile life and death are, and so this painting holds a lot of meaning to me because it kind of helped me get through that hard time by expressing myself in a creative way.
Right. Yeah. That sounds unbelievable. It looks great. And you said something about chemo paint. What is that?
It's a chemo drip. So like for chemotherapy, he has to go through all of those treatments. He goes through one every week. So it was just the object I decided to focus on in the painting.
Okay. Well, thank you for talking with us, Stephanie. I wish you the best of luck. And good luck with your paintings and your nomination.
Well, thank you so much. I really enjoyed meeting you, and I hope you enjoy your night at RAW.
Thank you. Thank you. I am here with Rob Underhill. He is the nominee for filmmaking. Now, Rob, tell everybody, how long have you been doing this and what projects are you currently working on?
Sure, I've been doing filmmaking since about 2005. Before that, I was doing theater for 6 or 7 years. I direct and write and produce film in the Raleigh-Durham area, but I go all over the United States, of course, but this is where I do most of my work. I do everything from music videos to promos to indie films. I just completed my 4th feature film. It's not out yet, but the Carrington Event, which is on display back here, and also Darhi, The Lynching of Emmett Till, our 2 feature films are on tour right now. And of course, make a lot of short films. We're completing a short film this weekend, and the weekend after that, we're doing a police drama all weekend with SWAT, police vehicles, lots of guns, breaking into houses. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
So out of the producing, writing, and directing, which one do you enjoy doing the most and why?
Well, I think that directing is really the glue, and I think that out of necessity in the past I've done the producing because you just have to round up the resources, but as time goes on I just really enjoy doing it. I like to make sure everything's where I need it and all the resources are lined up to shoot. So directing in general is my forte. It's the thing I focus on, and then the other things come out of that. Though I've been a writer since I was a little kid, so that comes very naturally to me as well.
Now, you mentioned theater. Now, were you an actor in the past, or have you also written theater plays and produced theater plays as well?
Yeah, that's kind of how it got started, because I was writing as a kid, and then when I moved here when I was 22, I went to Wake Tech, and then they formed the first ever drama club there. And I was the president for the first couple of years, and we put on the first time I saw my writing being acted was a murder mystery dinner theater, and ever since then I had to direct, and I had to produce, and I had to do everything. So I was like really into the whole process, and that's what got me into putting all the pieces together for production, and of course that all applies to filmmaking, putting all the pieces together for that too.
Now, all of your short films, all of the movies that you produce and direct, is it here just in Raleigh, or are you also across the country as well?
Well, it's all over the place. So I travel a lot too to represent films. My feature film Darhi's been all over the world. We've gone to Germany and France, and I had a big festival in Mexico just a few months back, and it's been a big summer for it too. It's pulled in its 10th Best Film Award at a film festival just last month, and it's getting a lot of praise, and I just really, that story in particular is very meaningful for me, working very closely with Mike Wiley that does the one-man show, Darhi, the story of Emmett Till, because Emmett Till's story, we kind of started hearing it again with Trayvon Martin and those other things in the news recently, and so many people don't know the story, and so we're very happy to tell the story in a way people can understand the events that led up to Emmett Till's death, and how it was such a gigantic impact on the civil rights movement at the time.
And let's get a view of the now.
Sure.
This is the only poster that you guys have, or did you guys have another one? I know you
This
mentioned
is kind of one of our first posters we developed. So it just has its world premiere, which is at the 20th Pan African Film Festival in LA, and then its European premiere was at the 27th Black International Cinema Berlin, and it's in the same building that JFK did his Berliner speech.
Wow.
So it's very cool to go to the site where he had millions of people out in the lawn, listening to his Berliner speech. Was it a donut or not? We don't know. Anybody that knows that reference, but just being there, it's a very powerful presence of civil rights, and being able to represent this film there was a fantastic experience for us.
Is this the only civil rights movie that you?
We do a lot of stuff. We've got a lot of shorts we've developed, and we got one we just had a world premiere for, which is the focuses on just the trial of Emmett Till, and we've got a few new works, and right now we're doing a piece that's got a lot to do with No Child Left Behind, and its effect on low-income children and communities, and how they might deal with that. So we've got a lot of really interesting stories to speak to the community and talk to social problems and social issues and keep the conversation rolling so we can all be on the same page,
That all sounds great. How can people get in contact with you, and do you have a website that they can visit?
Yeah, you can go to robunderhill.com. And you can also find me on Facebook. It's Rob Underhill Productions on Facebook. And then from there, of course, drop me a line. I'm happy to hear from everybody. And I'd love you to just fish around and see what kinds of things we're working on. And we love all the support we can get with our projects as well.
And what is one piece of advice that you would give to people that are trying to follow in your footsteps?
Well, most of it's just real tenacity and perseverance. I've been doing it for years now. So at this point, I can put a production together blindfolded. But first few years, man, it's just really nerve-wracking. Every part of the process, because as an indie filmmaker, you got to do everything. You got to promote, you got to recruit, you got to get the crew, then you got to get the actors, and you got to kind of do everything. And you hope you've got a few people who know what they're doing to help support that process. But now I'm reaching a point where I can work with all professionals. That's the coolest part about being a director too, is you get to work with people that are like masters or artists in their field, and they bring more to the table than I can imagine. Which in that case, you just get to direct them, which is the best part. You don't have to do their job too, So up and comers, they really do need to take on a lot of reins, and they shouldn't be shy about it.
Well, thank you so much for talking with us, and best of luck to you for the best filmmaker.
Thanks. Fingers crossed.
I am here with Andrea, the nominee for Hair. So is this your first time at the Raw event?
This is my first time in the semifinals. I just recently did my first show with Raw, and that was in September.
Okay, and I see you got the eyelashes. Those are so cute. Did you do those yourself?
I actually didn't. I had my friend do them at the salon because before I started running around doing all the hair and makeup that I had to do.
Do you think you can get me some of those, or it's like
Sure, I
rocking?
can find you some. I don't have any with me, but I would hook you up if I did.
Yeah, I need to hook up because those look fabulous. So how long have you been doing hair?
I've been doing hair for 3 years, almost 4. It'll be 4 in the spring. So
And what makes your hairstyles different from other beauticians?
my hairstyles are different because I kind of like to play with that kind of ugly, pretty, weird, pretty kind of thing. I feel like I get so tired of seeing it's just like glamour, 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 or like super extra weird. I like that kind of weird in between kind of thing. That's kind of what I like to do. So.
And will we see some of the hairstyles tonight on some of the models?
Tonight, really, I wanted to work on showing different textures in the hair. So a lot of the hair you'll see, I made it almost like a fabric, but everything's completely made out of hair. So that's something that I just want to experiment with, different like organic shapes and kind of textures.
What type of hair texture do you enjoy working with the most?
Anything.
Anything. And what's the most difficult hair texture to work with?
I don't think there's really a certain texture that's difficult. I think when it's like, it depends what you're trying to do. If it's like super thick hair, it's good for, crazy updos and everything like that. If you're blow drying it, it's gonna take you forever, but it's still gonna be awesome in the end. It'll hold your style and stuff.
And do you work with like natural hair, or do you also work with like weaves and extensions?
I don't really work with extensions that much. At my salon, we do like tape-ins, but we don't do like sew-ins or anything.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask you a question. I won't get offended.
Okay.
Do you think this is my hair?
I can look at the top of it. Well, I don't. I think some of it's your hair.
You're absolutely right. It's not all mine, but some of it is.
Yeah.
Like, so can you tell, like, just from looking at a female, like, if the hair is theirs or if it's extensions or?
I can tell a little bit. It depends, but you can usually tell if it's like synthetic hair or if it's like human hair or whatever, or if you can tell it's a blend.
And you can just tell just by looking, or you have to touch, smell, and everything?
Sometimes it depends on your hairstylist is, because if you got a good hairstylist, it's gonna look real.
Right.
But if you don't, it's not going to.
Well, tell everybody where they can find you on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Instagram, Hair by Andrea Ponce. Facebook, you can look me up. Facebook.com/Hair by Andrea. Oh, and my name's spelled kind of weird. It's ANDRAYAH.
And do you have your own hair salon here in Raleigh?
I actually work at Atomic Salon 2. It's located at 7713 Leadmine Road. That's Raleigh 27615. It's a pretty cool location, so come check it out.
I'll definitely check you out. Get my little, my hair done, little hair did. Well, thank you so much and good luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm here with Stephanie. She is the makeup nominee for the Makeup Artist of the Year. So tell me a little bit how you got started and how excited are you here to be part of the RAW event?
I've been doing makeup for about 2 years now, and I decided to be an entrepreneur and just wanted to work with my natural talents, and makeup is one of them. And so I'm very excited to be here at RAW tonight, and I hope I win.
Well, good luck to you.
Yeah.
Do you have your own cosmetic line?
I am a licensed esthetician, so I am currently working on my own skincare line. So it's in the very beginning of planning stages, but hopefully I'll have something soon within the next 6 months.
And did you say this is your first time nominated at the RAW event?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And how excited is that?
To be honest with you, I didn't really know I was entering a competition. I thought I was just showcasing. So when I realized that, oh wait, I'm in a competition, I was like, good, because I really didn't do as well as I planned to in my first showcase. So this showcase, I definitely have a runway show. My model, I have a stylist. My models look great, they're gorgeous, and I'm very, very happy and excited to see my work on the runway tonight.
So what makes you different? What makes your work different from other makeup artists?
I don't know. I just try to focus on beauty, high fashion, editorial makeup, and I like to work with animals, snakes, nature. I like to be on a beach, so anything like dealing outside in nature and just really pulling out the inner beauty of my client really makes my makeup work shine.
And what's some advice you have for females that use makeup, cosmetics, and skincare products?
I recommend using cosmetic products that are not going to clog your pores. Definitely use healthy makeup. Mineral is like one of the best ingredients you can use in your makeup, so definitely use minerals. And definitely do natural looks. Don't overdo it. Don't look like a clown. That's
I'm
crazy.
really big on natural look, and some girls can overdo it.
Oh yeah, so definitely keep it natural. Guys like that. Even girls, I like it too.
So tell everyone how they can find you on the social media websites, and if you have your personal website, where can they find that?
Okay, I definitely have my own personal website. It's www.muastephaniec.com. You can find me on Facebook, /MUA Stephanie C. And Instagram, you can find me at _MUA Stephanie C. Yeah, that's it. I think that's it, yeah. For right now.
Okay. Well, good luck to you, and I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay. I am here with Joseph. Joseph. Special guest, DJ. Okay, so how long have you been the DJ for the organization for Raw?
I've been a DJ for Raw for about a year now, but I've been a DJ for over 10 years. Yeah, but I don't know what else to say.
How did you get started being a DJ?
I didn't get started being a DJ. I don't know. I liked music. I enjoyed music, and I don't know. I got involved. Actually, the real reason I got involved in DJing is in the '90s. We were real big into the rave scene, and we were all skateboarders and kind of.
Wait, you was a skateboarder?
Yeah, I'm still a skateboarder.
Oh, you still a skateboarder?
Yeah, of course. What's a skateboarder? I was a skateboarder. What?
You had to suck your stomach in a little bit.
I just had a sausage outside. I'm sorry. A sausage outside. But no, I got into just DJs and skateboarders and hip hop and the rave scene. Everything kind of artists all kind of mixed together, and I got into it.
Now, are you locally a DJ or?
Yes, I am locally. Okay. But I've lived other places and held down residencies in other cities, and traveled, et cetera, et cetera.
Now, how difficult do you find to DJ for different events? Like, did you have to speak with the person that's running the event, or what type of?
It's very easy. I mean, DJing itself is. I mean, if you understand music and you love music, then it's easy. It's very easy. It's like anything. If you really love it and love anything, then it just comes natural. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So a lot of people make it more harder than it really is. And if you take pride in what you do, then it's easy.
And how often do you practice your DJing skills? Do you just wait to the day of the event, or do you actually take time at home on your off time action?
I used to practice a lot, but now I play 4 or 5 nights a week, and now I kind of practice before the gig or whatever. So.
Now you DJ at some of the nightclubs here in Raleigh?
Yes, I've played at all the nightclubs in Raleigh. So I mean, I held down residencies at 5 Star, the Busy Bee, and the Hive, which I play there 2-3 nights a week. Mm-hmm. I play at Brooklyn Heights, I play at Cornerstone, I play at Black Flower, I play at Noir, I play all over the place. So.
I don't think I've been to an event where you've been the DJ.
Damn, you're missing out.
Because I'm really big on going to parties and nightclubs and making sure that the DJ is doing his job. Because trust me, if you're not, you will.
What parties are you going to?
I go to Still Life. I used to go to Nora a lot, but that was like a long time ago. I haven't been out in a lot, so.
I'm one of the few DJs that actually is doing his job. So.
You sure about that?
Girl, come on. I know what the hell I'm doing.
Okay, I'm gonna have to come check you out. When the next time you're DJing? Are you DJing this weekend?
I'm DJing tonight.
Well, besides tonight, when else are you DJing?
I'm DJing all weekend.
Where?
My house at about 11:30 tonight. You can come by there and check me out. Look at this. How long have you been working with Raw, Natural Born Artists Collective?
This is actually my first event at Raw.
Your first event?
Yes, it is.
Are you enjoying yourself? Are you having a good time?
I am enjoying myself. I am enjoying the atmosphere, the artwork, the creativity. Yeah.
What do you do in your spare time?
I work.
You work?
Yeah.
What kind of work do you do?
I'm a full-time leasing consultant. I lease apartments.
If anybody's out there looking to lease an apartment, please contact this pretty young lady.
Thank you.
Make sure that you have your first month's, last month's, and deposits are very important.
Deposit,
Security deposit and pet deposit. Make sure you pay your pet. That's $200.
I see you've been looking for an apartment.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
I own a mansion, so
You really?
yes.
Here in Raleigh?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm a multi-millionaire.
Well, look,
My Bentley's outside.
I'm gonna take this microphone for him because he's getting crazy.
11:30, my house.
Oh my gosh, we have Kevjie. Kevjie, please come over here and talk with us for On Cue with JQ. So what are you doing here at the RAW event tonight?
Just hanging out, coming to see all the good artists that's in town,
Are you here to support anybody in particular?
I'm here to support you.
Oh, thank you. So, who are you looking forward to seeing tonight?
I really don't have anybody in particular. I'm just coming to see the talent that's in the area, Just want to come and show my support to everybody.
Okay, that is all. Thank you.